happy hour time.
Happy hour time!
Today's June 9th, 2025.
I will second that.
Yeah, I feel like yesterday was a really rough day for you. But then we realized that one prescription you hadn't put back in after we had it refilled in your box. So maybe that was it. But I was like, there were several things yesterday that I was like, what is going on right now?
Look what happened.
I don't know, just like 4 or 5 things that were like big, like you forgets, I guess, big memory losses, lapses. Did you feel okay?
I mean, every day is a frustration day, you know, because it's like, what's going to hit next? But at the same time, you know, you always think, yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is I'm always thinking, all right, so, gotta be on mark, you know, gotta be on mark.
Gotta what?
Be on mark. You know, gotta be, you know, on the spot. Gotta.
Yeah, I think you get paranoid that like
Yep.
people are thinking they can't trust you or
Yeah.
whatever. I get it. I mean, it must be a really uncomfortable situation to be in.
Yeah. I mean, it's.
And I don't know how much I'm supposed to like remind you, or like how much I'm supposed to say like, oh,
Don't
I already
forget.
told you that, or don't forget that, or like
Yeah.
whatever, because I don't want you to feel bad.
Yeah.
But there's some things where I'm just like, okay, well, I'll just handle it then, because I don't want the shame spiral. You do this shame spiral.
But
you
then
know?
later on, I'll go. Shit.
Well, maybe you won't remember it all. you can just be blissfully unaware.
You mean I haven't bathed in 3 weeks? Oh my god!
Well, I would definitely remind you about
I
that.
can't stand me.
Don't worry. So you went up to that house with me last week to help me with all that stuff, and you were so helpful. I was cleaning out a house that we're bringing on the market, and it had a basement full of spiders, and I was afraid to do it. Frankly, I just didn't want to deal with the spiders, and I turned around and walked back out. And Bill went up with me, and he just grabbed that broom that was literally like lying in a nest of spiders. That when you picked it up, spiders fell out, and he just wiped it off, and he swept everything up, and I get the heebie-jeebies even just thinking about it. But you just like did all of that work. You didn't ask for anything. And then here's the real kicker. I told you thank you a million times, how grateful I was. Later that night, you gave me a 10-minute speech about how much you enjoyed doing it and how happy you were that you could do stuff like that for me. And I just think you're one in a million in that respect. I can't imagine another person being so willing to do that kind of creepy stuff, not complain at all, and then tell me that you're grateful that I allowed you to do it. It's wild.
Well, bring on the shitstorm.
I guess that's like your love language, plus that's the way you feel useful, right? That's
Yeah.
the way you feel valuable in the world.
Yeah, I mean, in reality, there's nothing like just get her done. You know, it's not rocket science. Somebody's got to do it.
And then what'd you do today while I was at work?
Pick my ears.
We went down to the stream behind our house and dug out a bunch of plastic bags that have been in the stream for like, I don't know, ever since we moved in, really.
It's been a while.
and got them all out of there and threw them in the trash. For no reason, just because he's a good person.
Well, I don't like an eyesore, and I don't like Mother Nature being abused.
I know, the trash really bothers me. I always pick up trash on my walk in the morning, but I will say, I don't go out of my way. Like, I don't go off and look for it. You know, I just pick it up if it's like right in front of me. Or if it's about to go in the water, I definitely pick it up. But you like to put on your waterproof shoes and just go at it.
Nothing like getting back to nature.
That's one of the things we like to do together the most, I think, too. It's like actually a hobby. You grab a trash bag and go out.
Go for a walk, go pick up
trash. It's amazing when you do that deliberately how much you find. Like, we don't live in an area that you would think like, oh my God, there's trash everywhere. But then when we go do it, it's like we just get like
bags
full, bags and bags. It's amazing.
It adds up fast.
It does add up fast.
Especially when you throw 2 bags out the window outside our porch here.
Yeah, we were sitting out here one time and a car drove by and like we watched them like throw 2 bags of trash out their car window like right as they drove by. Like Bill couldn't believe it. He was like, he like immediately ran down there to get the trash.
I put my wings on and flew down there. I didn't follow them home and put it on their doorstep.
I know. Well, that's the only drawback of doing that with you, is that you get so mad at people, and like you get so down on like mankind and civilization. You know, when you find trash on the.
Man, you pass 100 trash cans in a day. How hard is it to take in?
I'm telling you though, I really believe people who are like in survival mode. You know, they're worried about, you know, whatever stuff that's going on at home or where their meal's going to come from or just drama at school or whatever.
That was their meal.
They're just
not
half-eaten. Thinking about the environment. You know what I mean? It's like on Maslow's hierarchy of needs, like they don't even have these basic needs met. Or maybe they're just assholes. I mean, that's a possibility too. But I think there's a lot of people that don't even have these basic needs met, and you can't get to the higher levels where you're like thinking about, you know, generosity and fulfillment and like all of those things. It's like you're just trying to get through the day. Who gives a shit if there's trash on the path? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
I try to be compassionate. Like, of course, I don't advocate that, but it's just.
Yeah, I mean, I sometimes I have to back myself up and go, I don't have any idea what that person's been going through.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
But don't trash my neighborhood. Take it to yours.
But this is probably their neighborhood too.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
A lot of it is kids walking to school because I always find like snack bar wrappers in the morning. Yeah. And they, you know, they don't care about stuff like that. They're just worried about.
But I mean, I guess that's the thing, is you learn that at home.
Yeah.
And it starts in the house. And then once it gets out of the house, it should, you know, follow you through for life.
Yeah. I will never forget when I was 14 years old, I was riding in my boyfriend's truck and he had just eaten McDonald's and he was trying to he like balled up the bag and he was trying to throw it out the window. And I like wrestled it. We had like a wrestling match while he was driving in the front of his truck because I wouldn't let him throw it out. But I just think kids that age just don't, you know, their brains aren't developed yet. They're not like thinking through the consequences of what they're doing. You know what I mean? But anyway, you're a good person. That's the point of this video.
Thank you.
Does it make you uncomfortable for me to hype you up like that?
Maybe, yeah, a bit.
Do you feel like I'm like setting the bar too high? And you have to, like, now everybody's gonna expect you to be this like awesome angel.
Well, yeah, first of all, I am.
Right?
I mean,
that's not even an issue.
It goes without saying that I am the Mount Everest of compassion and sweetness. No, I just
don't bark.
It all, you know, the changes start within. If there's a change, it's going to have to start somewhere in here. And I don't know where that came from originally, but at the same time, it's one of those things that I've always believed.
I think your parents raised you with a very like, there's right and wrong, and like this is the right way to do things, and this is the wrong way to do things.
Oh yeah.
And you need to do things the right way, like, or you're not a worthy human being. And like obviously I'm not defending their tactics.
Yeah. No.
But I mean I can see that comes through in everything you do. You know what I mean? Like you never do anything part way. You will beat a project into the ground before you give up, and you just live with integrity, and I really respect that.
That landfill, you'll eat off of it before done. Yeah.
What?
That landfill, when we get done cleaning it out, you'll be able to eat off of it.
Oh.
So.
Anyway, I really admire that.
Thank you.
I try to live like that, but I don't always do the right thing. But I do believe that. I do believe there's a right way and a wrong way to do things. But
I think you're very good at it too. You try to help that guy on the corner that blah blah. You know, right on down the line. You go out of your way to do things for people and animals.
We both do. I think that's a big part of our attraction to each other. You know, we were really always on the same page with that stuff. I always tell everyone the first time I fell in love with you, the first time I knew that you were the man for me, was shortly after we met and I saw you with your dog. And you were the first person that I've ever known that like was as goofy about their pet as I was. Like just totally.
It wasn't because I curtsied in front of you.
No, you didn't. You didn't do that actually. But yeah, like you just have a good heart. You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
Are you done? Do you have anything else you want to add?
What I can think of. You're a wonderful human being too.
Thank you.
To put up with me and my crap because I can't be the easiest person to live with.
Yeah, you have some rough spots.
Yeah, quirky shit.
But you know, it's the real stuff that gets you through. Like, of course, you drive me crazy sometimes, but then I see the lovely things you do, the notes on the mirror, that picking up the trash, the taking care of the animals. And you know what always gets me every single day? This still gets me every single time. Is when Ozzy jumps up on the bed after I get up in the morning really early, and I take care of the animals. And then I come back and I bring the dog back into the room with Bill because they have like their little morning nap together. And every time that happens, Ozzy jumps up on the bed and I give him his treat. And then I go to leave and I shut the door and I can hear you. And of course, he's waking you up out of a dead sleep when he does that. And you always go, "Hey, buddy, did you have breakfast?" You always just have this sweet little conversation with him. Every single time it melts my heart. Because if it was me and I got woken up out of a dead sleep, I'd be like, "Get the fuck off me, I'm trying to sleep."
He is our loved one.
I know, but you're just so sweet all the time. Most of the time.
Most of the time. I can't think of a time where I wasn't, but I'm sure there's been. Yeah, I'm sure there has been. Yeah.
No, you're only ever like really difficult to deal with when you get triggered and you get really defensive about something, or you feel like you're not being appreciated. And I get that. But most of the time you're just a delight. All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.